Greetings, one and all, and welcome back to another epidose of Peak D&D. I'm stealing epidose because that's a thing that we have.
If you steal from yourself, you can't.
I'm stealing it from myself. So does it really count? We are back for another awesome episode, and our players are a bit adrift. Not quite literally, but they have woken up in after. Let's back up. Back up just a second. Our three players were on a ship, crossing the ocean, going past the giant storm wall that has kept the elven continent far away and unreachable up until now. The elves have found a way around it and have now ushered an envoy to the elven lands of Inara, presumably to see the coronation of the new Oracle of the Elves, their religious and political leader. Then and in happening every elven lifetime, which, as you can imagine, is a bit of a long time. On the way, their ships were attacked on the very first night by some crazy sea devil-looking Sahuagin monsters. Ravi, having met the elven oracle from the envoy, or at least someone who introduced herself as Inara and was inviting her to to their coronation.
I'm in danger.
Gave you a magical stone that was supposed to secretly pop you over, along with your bodyguard, Orrin, over to their ship for safekeeping. And that plan went awry mid-combat when you activated the stone, and all three of you were taken. Something went wrong. You didn't end up on the ship. You are now waking up on the shore of a strange forested island, and you're coming back to consciousness. You saw several figures sort of blearily through your returning consciousness, and you saw faces and sort of them drifting off into the distance, leaving you on the shore, presumably alone, and those figures disappeared with the echo in Orrin's mind that seemingly came from the necklace he's wearing with a strange purple gem in it. But the words ringing in your head as you come back to consciousness are, "Find the Oracle." And that is where we join our characters today. Guys, how you feeling? Oh, right. And as soon as that moment passes, your consciousness comes back. When you wake up from a dream and suddenly you're like, oh, right, now I can hear things and things going outside of my mind, you hear the following.
Oh my god, the sea monsters! The sea monsters! Don't get me! No, 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 no!
In your brain, you hear the voice of Julius screaming mentally into your brain parts.
Did you just scream mentally into my brain parts?
Well, I don't know. Am I glowing? I am, and I'm screaming into your brains.
Yes, he's also glowing a slight bluish
what's
light from his skin, slightly beneath
That's
his skin.
Is that psionics?
Are you? Maybe? Possibly? I don't know. Can you hear me
roll?
now? Can you?
Do it again.
Roll an Arcana check if you want to try to figure it out.
Yeah,
do it again.
Do it.
Oh, speak now?
Okay.
Now speak in your mind. Crazy.
I speak in my mind.
Don't hurt yourself.
You got your math face on.
Yeah, I mean, I try to then speak in my mind to see how that works.
I must be pretty disoriented. That's a 9 Arcana.
A 9. You're hearing him in your head. That's for sure. What does that mean? Oh.
Ravi, this is the seasick guy from the ship.
Yeah, who are you? Where are we? What happened? Where are the sea monsters?
What are you doing?
Are you glowing?
And how are you doing it? I say via message.
Okay. You hear in your mind those words.
I don't.
Please leave a message at the tone.
Yeah.
No, you can't leave me on red, man. What the?
No, I am, dude. This voicemail box is full, homie.
Wait,
I don't know.
Set it up and clear it out.
I don't know, man. I started glowing when we
it's-
got off to sea. There used to be, I don't know,
You're
supposedly
glowing?
there's angel-born blood in my family. Maybe it's that.
Angels. Do I know anything about angels?
And
How many Arcana checks can I roll?
You can roll me that would be more of probably a religion check.
Yes. I'm going to do a different
And
die.
now I can
Oh,
talk to
okay.
people in their minds. I don't really know what's going on either.
Yes.
How about a 19 religion to deduce anything about angels and angel-born?
Yeah, you've read some books about celestial beings and things from other realms of existence, and you know that they can in fact visit. That there are people just like there are people who have elven blood or dwarven blood or orc blood in their family lines and their ancestries. That just like that, demons, devils, angels, other extraplanar beings can.
That's sweet, man. I might need to study you, but
He's clearly seasick and
know your
glowing.
no, it's magical, Orrin.
Can I, yeah,
It's a
try to-
magical thing.
are
He's
you
also
blue?
celestial. He's an angel, or at least he has angel blood in him.
And you're screaming to us in your mind
Well, I
about
stopped
the sea
now.
monsters
I think
and
that
about
might-
the oracle.
I think that might be psionic. No, nothing about.
Oracle.
See the oracle, and then the fish monsters. The fish monsters.
No, I'd say I don't know anything about an oracle. Fish monsters, that was all me.
You didn't hear the part about the oracle?
No. Did you hear a part about the oracle? Was it in his voice?
I don't think it was in his voice, actually. What
Was it
kind
a
of voice?
different
I mean,
voice?
was it different voices? Were they overlapping?
His voice sounded very different from the first part when you heard. But a voice in your head is kind of hard to say what exactly it sounds like.
Sure.
It's just
Yeah.
sort of bouncing around in there.
But they weren't the same.
But it wasn't your voice, and it wasn't the same voice that you heard from Julius screaming in your brain parts. So, someone else, something else. You're not 100% sure.
Find the oracle. I mean, the oracle's.
And I'll just kind of
elven woman.
grip my chest a little bit with kind of just tugging on the necklace, but I'm not going to say anything about it. But
Because the oracle's the elven woman that honestly I thought this teleportation device was going to take us to.
yeah,
Teleportation device. Or
Yeah, he pulls out a stone.
is that what just happened to us? I
Yeah,
thought
so-
the shipwrecked.
who are you? Those dude like
My name is Ravi. I was taken here from the
you were drinking
Arcanum.
with the paladin.
Yes, we were drinking with the paladins. Yeah.
Oh.
And then you got attacked, and I thought you might needed help. So I was like, if we need to get out of here, I did the teleportation, and you were the next, ally that was near us before the crazy dragon people sucked a couple up into the sky.
And so you teleported us to
What I
this
thought
Anara?
was going to be Anara's ship, and Anara is the oracle, the elven woman oracle that's on the elven ship. And she gave me this. It's a long story. She gave me this. She said I was in danger, and to do it on the first night and to get to the ship that she's on. But clearly, someone tampered with this, or she did, and she wasn't very.
Or if you say, take me to Anara, are we on Anara? Isn't that the land that we're going to also?
Yes.
Did
Do
you
we know
just
that?
mess up? Did you put the location where the name
lands-
should
the,
be?
The elven
land is
lands
also
are
Anara.
called
Anara.
Yeah.
It's the lands, but she introduced herself to me as Anara as well. Did I roll a intelligence check about that's the name of the old god?
We did cover that. Yeah, I
Right?
think
Okay.
I think you guys knew that Inara is the name of one of the
And I
20 gods. The regions are all named after.
And I know
the
I
gods.
might look young, but I'm pretty smart. I think she might actually be a manifestation or of the old god Anara.
Reincarnation.
She does some crazy magic stuff, man. Like when I was in her presence, everything just kind of all went our way. Like god of luck, god of what else?
wind and poetry and literature.
But luck is one of them.
Luck
Yeah.
is her main one.
Yeah, luck is the main one.
The in- the
and then some
intangible.
poetry stuff and maybe some other things, but everything just it was weird. And it's not even magic, it was just her essence. So I think she might be either a descendant or a weird manifestation of Anara. She said I was in danger. She gave me this teleportation device. You look like you were in trouble, so I took you with you. What's your name?
Oh, hey, Julius. Nice to
Julius.
meet you.
Ravi. This is my bodyguard, I guess, Orrin, but
Oh,
he
your
thinks that-
manservant.
Bodyguard for sure, bodyguard.
But he also
I'm
thinks that I
Orrin.
can take care of myself, which is true, but
He
it's
can.
whatever. My dad hired him. We're cool.
Hang on. With a 23 in either religion or history, do I know Anara? Does that name mean anything to me?
Absolutely, yeah. So
Okay.
Inara is with
Cool.
Did you roll religion?
Well, I rolled
Or-
a 23 because
So
they're the
whatever
same.
it is, it's fantastic.
Here.
Yeah.
Well, no, I just did between history or religion.
High or
like,
low?
Which?
It's probably both.
No, I'm cool. I
It's
just want to
one or
stop
the
you.
other.
I want to take all of this in, like,
Yeah, yeah.
very politely,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then just be like, so you met a god
Possibly.
who gave you a magic rock,
Correct.
and you used it
At that dinner that we were at?
Yes. She pulled me aside.
to save
You were eating.
us. Oh, right, the sauces.
Yeah. See, you guys know.
I missed meeting a god.
Yeah.
And then you use it to save our lives, my life at least. And now we're here.
And now
wherever-
where are we?
here.
So as you look
Investigation.
around, you guys are on a very like a thin strip of sandy beach, and there is a heavily forested area
How close
just beyond you.
between
Maybe
water and forest?
not far, like 100 feet, maybe.
Okay. Oh wow.
Probably like 50 feet. And
Was
then
that there the whole time?
There is, yeah. You guys are on the shore of what is presumably a. It's early morning at this point, so there are the sun is coming up.
So this took, in theory, this took time to teleport here.
You may have been unconscious for a little while. You're not 100% sure, but
Woof.
Does the beach, does the water, do the trees, does it look like Perrin or Vortorian Empire? I would have traveled at least the coastline from my town to the port city that we left from. Is this at least, at the very least, similar to that? Like, is the water the same color? Are the trees
the
recognizable?
water is
Like native trees to parts
Yeah.
of the land.
Does it look
Yeah.
somewhat familiar at least, or does it look typical?
the water looks like the ocean
Water.
that you're familiar with.
Yeah.
There's
It's not
nothing
like
like
yellow
it's
or
not like Caribbean
Yeah.
versus Atlantic Ocean.
Okay.
It's not like bright blue or anything. It's pretty much
Yeah.
ocean water.
Brackish?
It's like there's a thin strip of like beach here, and then some cliffs. Think Pacific Northwest.
Okay.
Sort of like heavy cliffs, tall,
beaches, heavy
towering,
cliffs.
and then like huge trees. You've never seen trees this big, but it is dark and it is very shadowy and kind of ominous, to be quite honest. It's sort of looming in the just behind you. You guys sort of woke up and were facing the water, and as you look around, you see that there's this crazy, overgrown, gigantic forest, sort of like like San Francisco and the redwood forest, like
Yeah.
right on the other side of the bay. Like,
So I have three things. One, I would like to look for. I don't know if the third thing I can do, but one, I want to see if there's a lighthouse anywhere. Are lighthouses a thing? For like
probably
ships
very
and stuff?
simply, yes, like with torchlight. And
Yeah, or
oil
like a
lamps.
brazier at least to show where the.
Yeah,
great
like a big
idea, Robbie.
brazier post.
So I want
or
to look
something.
for if there's a lighthouse or a light brazier somewhere. I want to look in the sky to see if it looks the same, as in two moons and the sun. And then the third thing I want to see,
Okay.
I have discerning sight, which is advantage versus visual illusions. I want to. I don't know if I can see or think that the forest is a visual illusion at all. But
Okay.
since it seems dark and very ominous and weird, I want to see if I can disbelieve it, if that's a thing
Okay.
that I can do.
Okay.
But I understand if
Great.
that's not the thing I can do.
Make me give me a nature check for the sky and the
Oh yeah,
the-
like
the
astronomy,
setup, yeah.
sure, whatever, yeah. Dude, I like this dice. That is a 22 nature.
Nice. Excellent. This seems you have the two moons.
It's not like we're plane shifted.
Yeah,
to some
you are
weird
not in a
world.
different plane of existence as far as you can tell.
Okay.
It's early morning, so there's not really that many stars left, but there
Right.
is sort of like here in this world, there is the morning star that the Venus and the North Star like stay bright for a while. There is the one that you are used to. It's in a slightly different position,
Oh.
but it's still there. So you're pretty confident
We've
that you are
traveled
in
far, but we're in the same.
yeah.
We're
You're-
not in a different sky or different.
Yeah. But yeah, you
Lighthouse on cliffs anywhere.
are. There
that I
does
can
not
tell?
seem to be anything except miles and miles of forest from what you can see.
Okay.
There is just these sort of cliffs that sort of line the edge of this. Not huge, staggering cliffs like you're gonna like cliffs of insanity style, but enough that you'd have to like scramble up into the forest, and it just sort of like
Okay.
falls right there.
And then is a disbelief. Is that possible, or is
yeah,
that
roll
not
me.
how it
I
works?
guess give me an awareness check, just generally perception.
Would it be an awareness check or like a mental save? Does that? I
Sure,
don't
make me a mental save.
I don't know.
Are you using charisma or intelligence?
I guess they're both the save. They're both the
They're
same.
the same save? Okay.
But I will
Just
use.
describe-
I'll
are you
use
trying to-
intelligence for what it's worth.
Yeah, trying to see through, like, is this forest really here?
Sure. Oh God. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's here. So that's a 7. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna try to like, with my knowledge of the difference of trees that seem to be here, and kind of that you mentioned that they're a little bit different. They're a little bit ominous, and just me as a magical incline, I'm like, if we're somewhere that we don't notice, maybe it's not real. So I more intelligently try to like parse that out in my brain
Sure. Yeah,
from my studies.
with your 7, you're pretty sure this forest is real. It's not like an illusion, but there is something kind of off about
Just
it.
weird.
It's a little creepy. It's just very dark and shadowy, and the leaves themselves are so dark green they are almost gray or black, and the tree trunks are grayish. Almost with a 7, it just looks almost like you're. Almost like it's in black and white.
Is
Like it's
detect
just not
magic a
quite.
thing? Do you have to
I
have
don't know.
that
I think that would be
skill?
that would be either an ancestry skill or a spell.
okay. I do not have either.
Okay.
The only other thing I'm just wondering, like the larger trees potentially, and maybe I can't remember exactly where the land where giants. I feel like that was opposite in Para, where I was. There was a kind of a rough area south of where I was. There was like barbarian tribes. I know that's where a lot of my city guard duty was like focused on. Maybe some of that is that like would I have heard of? I don't know, big people, big trees, down south.
Sure. So
sounds like
Lobos, I think, is what you're thinking of.
Yep.
And that's sort of like the barbarian tribe lands.
Yeah.
A lot of that's rolling plains. There's some forested areas, but a lot of it is just sort of, it's a nomadic people. The resources are a bit scarce there, so they tend to be more like tribal-based and nomadic peoples that live in Lobos, with a couple of small trade towns on the coast. But nothing you've ever seen on the main continent, and this goes for Julius too. You've seen a fair share of the main continent, the Vortorian Empire. Nothing is this wild and wildernessy in most of the places you've been. There is, there's possibility you'd have to be pretty far north to be in like the land of the giants of Hitana, which is
That's what I was thinking of.
that's like the northeast corner of the continent, the main
Pretty sure
continent.
the trees are the same size, though.
I thought bigger people, bigger trees. I don't know.
It's possible. And you've not ever seen a forest like this anywhere.
Maybe
in
we're
your
on
travels.
Inara. Maybe that's what this teleportation disc was. It wasn't the teleportation to the.
You could have misheard her.
Yeah, could have been.
Do we have all of our things? Are my small satchels about me?
Yeah,
Personal
everything.
effects.
Yeah, everything you had with you is there.
the shadowy figures that were leaving? Did it feel like they were
yeah.
touching us? Like were they stealing? Like did it feel like we were being looted? As did we feel anything as we were waking up? Were they that
Make
close?
me an awareness check. Disadvantage. At disadvantage. Because you were sort of unconscious for a lot of that.
9 with awareness.
Yeah.
I can add 5 though.
Yeah.
So I will
13.
do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will.
13.
Yeah.
I would like to
14.
solve the puzzle.
14.
Are you rolling something else?
I was.
Okay.
I got an artificial 20 for a survival check to see if there are any prints
Yeah.
that were left in the sand, to see if like people
Yeah,
were
there
actually
were.
walking.
Yeah, a good point. There are, in fact, several sets of footprints sort of around you guys.
So we could just look down and we
Good
could.
thinking, Julius.
Yeah, because you're in the sand. It's again, it's a very thin.
Talking about
area.
big people, big trees over here, and you're just like, there's footprints.
Yeah, perfect.
Sorry, I'm just a little woozy still. I'm sorry.
They do. They sort of are surrounding you. There's like little like you were being walked around. They were checking you out, and then they go off towards the cliff, up to the forest, but they stop short about where you lost track of seeing them as you
Like,
were coming to consciousness.
gone.
Stop. Yeah, they go about this far, and then there's another probably 25 feet to the rocky part,
I mean,
the
children
cliffs,
of the corn or something like
and
that.
and yeah, they disappear. You see, they look like they were a variety of. They were all humanoid size, like normal size footprints. Yeah, that's about all you can garner. It's a little, it is sand, so it's kind of hard to tell exactly how many people, but certainly more than a handful, like maybe 4, 5 or more. That's probably.
With a 14, did they take anything from me? I'm checking my necklace first.
No,
I'm checking.
What did you rolled? What was it? A 13 on your awareness
14.
check? 14 on your
14
awareness check.
awareness.
Like if anything, they were just. It almost feels like you guys don't have any. There's none of your footprints are around you, so it almost seems like
We just fell out of the sky.
they were looking at you, or with a 14 they were kind of checking on you. Like that's about all you can really.
They took all my money.
Pocket us with a stick.
Yeah,
Like,
you were,
are you-
and with a 14, you guys were sort of laid out, almost equidistant from each other, facing the same direction.
so
You were
they've
facing
touched
towards the
us?
shore. They may have like made sure you were. You kind of get
alive.
they were like checking on you
Huh.
to make sure you were alive. Is sort of the impression you get based on, again, sort of that regaining consciousness, and then suddenly they saw that and then they left.
Maybe some of your mind angels came down and helped us.
It was probably the
Your braingels.
Yeah.
My braingels, yes. Of
I'm gonna-
course.
I mean, how else to explain this?
I mean, it could be Vortor. Who's to say?
praise be him.
Yes, praise him.
Exactly. Exactly. Maybe it was divine providence we were saved. I don't know. I have no idea where we are or what's going on.
Pockets, pits, up there he sits.
No.
Oh, you do know it.
Oh, I've learned. I've studied. Yeah, I've studied.
Yeah, he
Vortor.
goes to school at the Citadel. Like that's the church ordained
Citadel
study
Arboreal.
school of magic.
So it's there. I'm definitely
hear a
more on
voice
the
in the back of your
intelligence
head,
side,
so-
but I fully understand the
Oh.
Votor.
Well, part of me thinks we, I mean, I
Okay.
can't just stand on this beach all day.
No, we can't.
And there's nothing out
might
on
as
the
well-
water. There's no ships. There's no other islands. There's nothing out on the horizon.
Yeah, that's the other thing that is if you are where you think you might be, which is a land that you've never been to, possibly Inara, right?
The Wonderful Wizard of Oz.
That should have taken another 9 days to get there.
Huh.
You were traveling. It was a 10-day journey.
First night.
That the elves told you, and on the first night,
Shipwrecked.
your ships were attacked, and you somehow ended up here the next what you presume is the next morning,
Yeah, fair.
on this beach, unknown to you. That you do notice, Ravi. I will not call you Tony. I will try. Ravi, you notice that stone has stopped glowing.
It was a one-time use.
Yeah,
And
seems
it's
to be.
scratched.
Cool.
Yeah, the CD is scratched to hell. It's going to skip
Throwback.
like crazy next
It's a
time.
throwback.
Yeah. Yeah. So
We're gonna go to an.
You
we're
didn't
gonna
notice
go
anything
to an,
on the
We're
shore.
gonna go to an. We're gonna go to.
Is this the remix?
It's the remix
The house-
to
the
Ignition,
house.
baby.
The house remix.
Hot and
yes, the
fresh off the
Ravi-
kitchen.
Ravi Atmar.
Follow the beach or into the
DJ
Robbie. I think it's a DJ career in the future.
Sick.
I say into the, even though the footsteps stop. I mean, like,
Should we-
follow to the footprints and then?
Yeah, I think yes. But first, I just want to hello? We just want to thank you for checking on us. Is anybody out there?
The rustling of leaves.
Like wind wrestling or like something?
Wind.
Okay.
You're the forest about 100 feet away from you, so that's about all you hear. Yeah, a little. It's kind of a strange creaking sound coming from the forest as well. Just kind of as these giant trees sort of wave in the breeze as well. The rustling of leaves.
Well, either way, we either scared them off or they're not willing to show themselves. So, do you have everything on you? Do we have everything? I have my rapier. I have my spell book.
You have all the things you had on your person during the battle.
Okay.
I think they took all my currency, but other than that, I think
Yeah,
I've got
anything you
everything.
had,
Oh
like
crap! The black card.
The black card. Who?
He has a
I've
big
only
house,
heard-
Julius.
I've
He has a
only
big
heard
house.
Legends.
It's just a piece of
Only heard
flint
Yeah.
that you can show at certain places, and it
And they
gets you
just-
in, and they say, "Oh yeah, you're good for it. Come on in."
It's obsidian. It's sharp.
Yeah,
Okay. I've only
it's his
ever heard-
dad's. His dad's name is written on it, so it's fine.
Into the forest? I mean, I guess.
I mean, we can't. Yeah, we can't just stay out here all day.
I just like stare at my hand.
Are you
try
still
to make
glowing?
try to make my hand glow to be like a lantern type light source.
Yeah, you give off dim light, right? Like it's something.
It's actually bright light, but I think I can control it.
yeah.
Uh,
But I mean, like, how far does it go? It goes like 3 or 4 spaces, right?
let's see.
Something like that.
Divine glow. Your body can emit a bright light in a 5-space radius around you at will.
Oh, 5 space. So yeah, like 30.
Oh, I
or
will.
25.
Oh, I can do something similar, but it takes some of my energy.
I got you.
Yeah. So you can glow. Pretty
Actually,
good.
it takes a lot of my energy.
You can be your own torch.
Can I? Yeah. Well, I mean, can I like isolate it, or does it like have I?
I'll say you can.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
try. I'm gonna start working on it. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's sort of like flickers on in your hand, and you're
Yeah.
sort of just glowy
Yeah.
hands. Like
Yeah.
you're used to church
That's
rites,
very
laying
interesting.
hands on
Sure.
people, and
Sure.
so you can sort of focus
Celestial
that energy.
born, possible psionics. Interesting.
I don't know, man. I was here.
Yeah, you've got psionics on the brain too, because you were just reading a bunch of crazy stuff from your dad.
Well, we need to find a town.
Also, how are you feeling after that fight? Are you?
I feel terrible.
Injured? Oh,
Yes.
okay.
I am. Yeah. No, I don't feel great at all.
You're seasick and hurt.
Yeah. Well, I think the blue might just be how I look now, because I don't
Fair.
really feel nauseous.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry
Is the
about
blue
that.
thing
Fuck
like
up.
is that permanent? Like does that
I
come
think that's
and
just
go
the
as well?
angel. That's just the angel in me.
You just sort of have slightly blue tinted skin.
I do.
Sweet.
Sure.
Okay. Cool. Great.
I
Yeah,
don't know
mean
why
you
I
can.
asked. I don't have anything for you.
Thanks.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any form of civilization here on that you were looking
Great.
for lighthouses or
No.
something on the shore, boats or anything. There
All right.
seems to be a giant forest and
Well, let's
ocean.
follow what the footsteps where they would have gone, to our best of our knowledge, and it's the best way for us to.
Yeah.
It's one way to start.
Were the footsteps following into the forest eventually?
no,
they
they
just
just
stopped. No,
stopped.
they-
They
but
were
they-
headed
But
that
they were headed that
They were
way.
headed-
Yeah, okay, sure.
You could see, yeah, the way they
Okay.
had, but they stopped.
And then
so
they all
let's
just sort of
keep
stop.
following them, I guess.
If we're spending some time in the forest, I might look around at some leaves potentially. If you have cuts and wound, like more like cut type things, I'd be looking for that. If your problems seem to be more internal, then I'd be looking for some like various herbs and stuff.
Dude was wielding a
along
cutlass,
the
so
way.
you probably have a few good scratches on you.
Yeah. No, I think there's giant gashes in my body.
So
Probably
along
one
the way,
severe
I'd be looking for things that I might be able to wrap or apply
Not so
a
much
wound.
here, but like here.
Oh God! Oh, I wasn't even looking.
Julius got hit with a critical
No,
from
it
the
was-
first time this dude just like sliced him across the chest. So he's probably got a pretty deep wound.
Yeah, we didn't see that one.
Yeah.
across his.
I think he
chest
ran down
or
the stairs after
leg
that.
I
or
think
something.
it might get infected.
It's probably to the bone.
Well, I'd be looking for various plants that I could possibly use to help bandage him up, and things that might be, work to help heal him.
Okay.
To some way as we make our way into the forest.
So you guys enter this forest, and it is very densely covered with undergrowth, mosses, and
How do they even walk
vines,
through here?
and surrounded by these giant posts of trees, some the size of buildings, like they are, 15 feet across at places, similar to like the giant redwoods, except these are all dark and gray and covered with lichen of various tones of gray and black, greens so dark that they look black. And it is, as soon as you step into the forest, sound ceases. It is dead quiet inside this forest. As soon as you lose sight of the shore, as soon as it gets dense enough, and it doesn't take long, maybe 20 feet in, suddenly you can't see the sun, you can't hear the ocean waves crashing on the shore, when just moments before you could. And this whole place feels cold and just generally kind of wrong. Like this doesn't feel like a nice walk in the woods.
Can we turn? Let's try to go back to the beach. But,
I like that idea. Just to see that we can.
Yeah.
Let's try.
Someone give me a survival check. Suddenly
And
you
we're
turn
turned
around
around.
and you're, wait, it was this way, right?
10?
No, yeah, it was that way, for sure.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no,
Absolutely.
yeah, this is the way back to the beach.
All right, let's try to get back to the beach just to see if it
You
happens.
walk for probably a little further than you walked in there, and it's just more forest.
Oh no.
Still quiet.
With a 17, am I able to
Quiet.
find anything?
It's like an herbalism.
With
or
a
it's a survival.
maybe medicine.
Medicine? We'll
Maybe
do
adding
medicine, yeah.
maybe
Medicine's
adding medicine.
close.
So dirty 20 to see if there's stuff that I can use to potentially
With the dirty
bandage him up.
20, as you guys are walking through this, again, there's thick undergrowth surrounding the forest floor, decaying leaves that have fallen, some like the size of dinner plates, of course, because they're coming from these big trees. But there's just sort of a general like rot to it. But with the dirty 20, you're able to sort of push aside some of this, and it's kind of gross and yucky, and it touches your skin, and it's kind of nasty. But you're able to find some herbs and fresh undergrowth down below this kind of black, icky covering on the forest. And you find a couple of herbal medicinal mushrooms that you are aware can help with healing, have healing properties. There's a lot of plants and, things that you've never seen before over here as well, like herbs that are growing sort of out of the lichen and the moss that you're like, that's bright blue, and normally that would be like just green. But again, everything's it's dark, and so it's a little hard to tell, but you're able to find some things that can help sort of patch him up. We'll say you can make a medicine check to heal him up so he's not going to bleed out or anything like that.
Is there another? Should I roll something? Should I roll again?
Just make another medicine check to sort of use these herbs and make a salve or something to sort of
13.
patch him up. Yeah, you're able to sort of help with some bandages, loose cloth, and things that you maybe had on you. You can sort of patch him up a little bit. It doesn't give you any health points. It doesn't give you any health back, but it does stabilize you to the point where like you're no longer in danger, and you think with a good night's rest you'll probably feel a lot better tomorrow.
Okay. Thanks, Orrin.
Yeah. I mean, some of these plants look a little different than what I'm used to, but I'm kind of. Some of these, this is what we would used to do to bandage ourselves up in Para.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these mushrooms, you might need to put these in a tea. These have some healing properties too. I think you put them in a tea, or you just eat them. I think you might have to cook them.
This is
I can't
suppository.
remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
You think if you spent a little time making a brew with these mushrooms, they might make you feel better.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe.
There's
Cool.
There's a chance. Like there's a chance you could make basically like a very rough and ready field healing potion with those mushrooms.
Good to have, I suppose.
I'll hold on to them.
Yeah,
I'm kind of used to
It would take
this.
some time.
And we can't really see the sun from in here. It's
Yeah,
like
the
thick.
canopy of the forest is so dense. It is like
Let me see if I can see if I can
Shadowy.
parse out where we are, or like orient ourselves from where the beach was.
do you want to find? Yeah, you want to try to find.
Well,
your way
since
back to
that
the beach?
didn't we've walked too far now, and we should have hit the beach by now. I'll try
Man,
to.
I swear.
No, I think
back
you were
in that
right.
direction.
10
10.
survival.
It's definitely this way.
Yeah, I swear it was this way.
I know, right?
Julius, it's that way. Duh.
We're literally just walking around the same big tree. This is the same tree.
Well, I mean, we
God,
got
you know
This is the
so much.
same
Then why
tree.
don't you
Yeah, go
tell
on,
us
go
where
on,
we
lead
are?
the way, Orrin.
Nope, just about as much as we do.
It's this way, guys. It is strangely easy to lose your orientation in this forest. It is almost black and white to the point of it feels like night. You know the sun was just rising, but it is dark and shadowy, and it just smells of detritus and rot in this forest. And as Orrin found out, sort of whatever
Help,
this is that's covering
please.
it,
No.
it's not the
No,
original
we're not-
state. It doesn't seem like it's the original state of this forest. There is like true growth and
Yeah, it looks like
normal
something moldy,
plants
like,
and things,
took
but it's
over
almost
this.
like this forest is
Dying?
covered with shadow in a weird way.
Well, that seems not great.
No,
It's not great.
Do we?
not great.
Yeah, I will say a quick prayer to Vortor for
Praise him.
to bless us in the light, and
Your light does, it still works in
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's not that dark, but it is to the point where it's like magical darkness or anything. But there is
Right.
definitely shadow clinging to
cool. Well,
the
at this
edges
point,
of your vision.
well, now I'm just gonna be gonna emit my full glow for 5 squares from everywhere. Yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
A giant glowy man
Yeah.
walking slightly blue.
I thought this was better than the
Can we
scary
see a full 5 squares or no?
forest shadows.
You can. I mean, it is dense. It is
Dense,
dense
but
forest. So
but it
like,
does spread that far.
much beyond that, you can't see just
Yeah.
for the denseness of the forest. But yeah,
Well, do we just pick a direction and go?
Yeah. Yep. At this
Either we'll
point,
hit the beach or we'll hit something else eventually.
one can only hope.
one can only hope. Great. All right.
In theory, we'll hit something eventually. Yes.
Who's feeling lucky?
I met Inara, the goddess of luck, I think.
I think.
That way.
Great. All right, you head that direction. Whether it's back to the beach or into the
Hey,
forest,
if it's back to the
you don't
beach, that's
know.
actually a good thing.
Doesn't seem to matter.
Yeah, and so you continue through. Make me
Can I make,
make me a.
more
Are
survival?
you traipsing through the forest? Are you trying to be quiet? How are you going?
I think
about
we're just
this?
kind of going. I mean, you're meeting 5, so we're not trying to be stealthy. And honestly, I think our whatever, if anything, like those shadowy figures seem to be helping us, not hurting us. So I'm not too worried about. At this point, I'm not too worried about things.
Yeah.
I mean, it's eerie and dark and weird in here, but
No.
I don't think we're doing it stealthy.
Are we having to hack and slash our way through, or is it just?
It's just sort of
Pick your
it's
path.
a big. It's difficult to traverse, but it is sort
it's
of
not like
open
machete.
between the trees. They're
Yeah.
like it's just overgrown and sort of slippery and kind of gross. And again, the shadows are
just
sort of
a
creeping
trudge.
in from the. Yeah, it's just a bit of a trudge. There isn't like. You could go any number of directions, but it's just sort of blurs into just this.
I
Gray
don't know. Wait,
mass
should we mark the
beyond your
trees?
vision.
Would that help? Would that help at all?
I don't know. Is anyone good
Yeah.
at climbing a tree? Like, can we get up
when I was a kid.
Maybe.
above?
What are they? 100 feet though?
I don't know about this one though.
They're pretty tall. They're several hundred feet tall.
Oh, several hundred, dear lord.
Yeah, some of those
Okay,
trees
never
are
mind.
probably 200. the top of the canopy, like above you, is low branches and stuff, but like sort of the main is it's probably 100, at
Huh.
least 100 feet up.
Okay.
Go for it, Julius.
No, that's not my game.
No, I think we should stay on the ground. But I'll do my best to keep us like in a straight line in one direction.
Okay,
That's what I'm planning on doing.
great. So yeah, you are making your way through this forest. It is not easy going, and again, it is just kind of weirdly silent in here. You don't hear much wind rustling through here. It's just, and everything's sort of just deadened. Sound is deadened. Even your armor and weapons and accoutrement bobbing around on you as you make your way up and over vines and through giant root systems. And there's like, overhead root bridges and things like that. So as you're down in the forest floor, surrounded by these sort of rotting leaves, and this forest is just very kind of gross. But you do eventually come upon a what seems to be a giant
What is that?
ravine.
Oh.
It seems like it drops pretty steeply.
Oh wow.
And there is a some kind of ruin here. There's some kind of building it's overgrown, certainly with vines and this black sort of gray rot that's everywhere. But it seems like there is an old stone bridge crossing this chasm. And you can see down a ways in there, especially with your light down at the cavern, but it does seem like it goes down a bit.
Nothingness.
But yeah, it's a further than you can see that this ravine goes down, almost a gorge or a canyon.
Let's go ahead.
Oh, so the forest on the other side of the bridge looks identical to the forest on this side of the bridge?
More or less. There is it seems a little further ahead. You can see across the bridge. It's about
Oh.
it's
look,
about
a bridge.
that far.
Oh, yeah, right,
It's
got
about
you.
that far away. On the other side of the bridge, it does seem a little lighter. That there's starting to be a break. The trees don't seem as heavy, and there's less murk on the floor. You would say.
Slightly retroactively, while we were traipsing along, was there a possibility that I could find like 1 to 5 pound rocks to carry with me? Or are there not really any rocks on our...
There are certainly, there's rocks. I'll say roll me a d20.
D20?
A d-ed, yeah.
5.
5? Yeah, you find 2 good-sized rocks.
Sick. Like under 5 pounds?
Yeah, under 5 pounds.
Cool.
You got a couple of those.
Are you making more
Again, they're all sort of like,
rocks?
even the rocks and stuff would be covered
No.
with this lichen and this,
Yeah.
but you're able to brush off a few of them. Like there's probably plenty of rocks, but a lot of it's just
No, I
undergrowth.
have a spell that I can sling these at anything that we need if possible. So, but I need ammunition in order to do that. I can't just sling anything.
I mean,
So just in case.
I can throw rocks too.
You can't throw rocks like I can.
Can't wait to see.
It sounds like
yeah.
a challenge.
It does also seem you will notice that there seem to be there's the bridge. It's a little dilapidated and a bit worse for wear. It's been here for a long time, and the forest has taken over
But it's connected.
a lot. Yeah, it does look like you can get across. Might be slightly precarious, but it is certainly doable. And make me an awareness check. Anyone who's been making survival checks.
I think that was mostly me, but
And anybody can make a perception awareness check. Sorry, Alan.
fair. I think you can re-roll that. That was a leaner.
I've never had one before. That's my first.
19.
19. Fantastic.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
I'm just looking down at the ravine.
Yeah, just like, hey. Yeah, so it goes down a ways, and you can see both Ravi and Julius notice that there's
We don't have torches.
there's
or
like
anything, do we?
handholds. There's handholds down, like carved into the side of this cliff that goes down. So
Oh.
if you wanted to go down the ravine, you potentially could as well.
Whoa.
How close to the bridge are those?
Just like off to the side over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're not like way the heck over here.
Well, we
or
can
something.
put you guys on the map if you want. Like you guys are over here. There's some
Looking at
ruins
stuff.
around. Yeah, you're sort of at the foot of the bridge, the base of the bridge, and yeah, that's what you see. There's
So we're on a mini
deep-
map, so I feel great about this.
I mean, luck guided us here.
It did. And it's a lot nicer over there. But we just have to be careful on this bridge. I don't know if it seems this old. I don't know if all of us should cross at the same time.
Who's the heaviest?
Probably Orrin.
Go first. Just kidding.
Dirty 20
Awareness, yeah.
on the awareness check.
19.
And 19. You notice that down as Julius is sort of peering over, and you see the light pouring down the ravine. You see these handholds sort of reveal themselves. You see what looks like sort of about 20 feet down, some strings. What looks like sort of clinging to the side of the some of the handholds and heading under the bridge.
Strings?
Yeah, like a kind of ropes or thin wire or web of some kind.
Does it look like web or like rope?
It looks, it's big, like it's
Oh, it's humongous.
thick. You know, it's like thick as a wire, not
Wow.
like a spider web. But I mean, if you it looks like a big web of some kind.
Is it just me? Or are those ropes? Or is there going to be a huge spider somewhere?
Oh. Yeah, I can kind of see where...
They don't look like they're going anything important.
Is there like a twig or something on the ground?
Yeah, there's vines and
yeah,
stuff.
like log. All right.
Throw one of your rocks down there.
Well, he wanted to keep that.
yeah, it's sort of like it's not really like if you jumped into it, like if you
Right.
jumped there, it was just like it seems
Yeah.
to be sort of connecting like the cliffside to around here in the bridge. It's
yeah.
like sort of just
well, I just want to
I'm
try
no
to
architect,
gather up
but
there.
like they don't seem foundational.
I think I have some limited telekinesis, so I want to play with my mind powers and just like pick up.
Like
I
try to
think-
pull on it or something.
Yeah, just put like a 3-pound log. Let me see how far I can move things. Or branch, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, within 5 spaces.
okay. Yeah, there's definitely you can
Which is right about where
about
those...
where your vision
Yeah,
ends is sort of
so-
at the edge of your
So-
light is where you start to see those
So like,
strands.
in my head, I'm just gonna be like, oh man, I should grab one of those, and then all of a sudden, like one just like starts floating by.
Oh gosh.
Like,
Yeah,
oh,
telekinesis.
Is that you?
oh, is it? I guess.
Yeah, as soon as you lay eyes on the branch that you're like, oh, I could throw that, it just sort of levitates, and you're like, oh god,
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
and then
can
I'm gonna
telekinesis it.
and drop it on the web.
All right. It sort of you drop it and it sort of falls and it catches on some of these strands and just sort of it almost sounds like plucking like a taut metal wire, like twang. It kind of
Okay.
does a little bit of that. You don't notice anything other than it got
Okay.
stuck in there. Yeah.
Does the bridge across, is it a stone bridge? Does it look the same as what we're standing on the beginning of the bridge? Does the bridge across look, other than some ruined bits, does it look all the same?
Yeah, it all seems to be made of the same stone. You don't notice any of those same strands on top of the bridge or anything like that. It just seems like that maybe something, if there is something that made that web, it's down in the ravine. It's down deeper.
Okay.
I'm ready to run across the bridge. I don't.
It is
love-
connected to the bridge.
Yeah,
you see like
but
the strands sort
I'm
of go
still
up
ready.
and
I don't want to stick
to the
around
bridge as
here.
well.
I think we need to keep moving,
I agree.
Yeah.
and I'm gonna run across the bridge.
Okay.
That's my plan. I don't like giant webs.
Do it.
I am. I'm running across the bridge.
Okay, great.
Great.
Come on, guys. We don't need to stick around here.
As you start across the bridge, you hear that same sort of metal twang sound. It's jarring because it's one of the first sounds that's really carried.
That's 2
much in
moves.
here.
Does he get 2 moves?
Yeah, we'll say you get about 2 moves before you hear a skittering sound on the stone beneath you, and from either side of the bridge, you see the giant spiders jump up and cross over. From over here, you see these are large creatures, and from up around here, this one jumps up right over here.
Oh god.
So, is anybody doing anything to gain initiative advantage on this roll? Where are you guys doing right before these spiders pop up? Orrin, you're running across the bridge.
the bridge.
yeah.
And as I see the first hairy, like, I don't know, like claw or leg, I'm like, I knew it was spiders. And then I pull out my rapier.
All right.
I don't know if that gives me anything, but
That's
that's what
not
I'm
gonna
doing.
give you
And then
These guys came up.
you're too
on
far
pretty
away.
fast.
But no, I'm just like surprised and in your head, Tony, you just hear like shit.
All right.
Oh gosh, that's gonna get annoying.
Great.
Can I
Let's
turn that off? Like
roll
receiving
some
it?
initiative.
Figure out a way to get it there. Just
Get it under control, man.
Oh god.
you. You kidnapped me.
Get your shit, put it all in the backpack.
This is all very new, okay?
What do we got?
Do we,
Sorry, initiative?
Initiative. Roll initiative. I have to look that up.
I mean, I can also do that. If no one.
Initiative.
I rolled a 10.
10? All right.
I rolled a 17.
17. And
V for Vortor.
yes, V for Vortor. Down here. The bad guys rolled a natural 20.
Of
Their
course.
initiative, so I just wasted that natural 20, but hey, they get to go first. For sure. Where is
I
action
feel like
type?
it's in my hair. I feel like it's in my hair.
So, this one is just going to come up at you and try to bite you, Orrin. And you are... He's a large creature, so you're 1, 2, 3, 4 away from the other one. He is going to attempt to hit you with his bite attack. And does a 17 hit you?
Tie.
Tie. All right, need it to beat it. So that
You need to beat it?
That is going to be 3 points of damage to you, and you need to make me a poison check.
Don't say it.
It's a physical save?
I'll allow it.
What is it? A physical save?
Yeah.
So 19. I could just add maybe my might against this.
Yeah. You rolled a 19?
Yeah. Plus
Great.
4.
You are
23.
not poisoned.
You just flex the poison out of you.
Yeah.
Damn.
You're just like, ugh, you feel it like sort of as these big fangs like dig into your thigh, and it burns for a second, but you're able to sort of shove him off and grab your sword with your shield. You push him off with your shield and grab your sword for another attack. The other one is going to spray more of those strands at you, so you'll have to make another physical save to avoid. I think he has to roll to hit you. Let me see.
I'm going to
No, it's an
raise
area
my
of effect,
shield
so-
here for the other one.
Okay. So you this one jumps at you, it bites your leg, you shove off with your shield, and then you swing it around just in time as these webs come
Captain
towards
America.
you to try to enwrap you with these sticky strands. So I need another physical save to not be grappled.
Dang.
Another 19.
Dang. Yeah. No, you easily, your shield comes in handy at the last second, very Captain America, and you just
Now throw it. Throw it,
They
dude.
just bounce off.
Throw your rock.
sort of
I'll throw
stick
my
to
shield.
I got you.
No, wait.
Deal.
Great.
Accepted.
All right. So that was them. Then you guys are next up in initiative. It would be
So-
Ravi first, but you have the choice in this system to choose who acts first.
And to the point with initiative,
Because there's only 2 bad guys.
it depends on what you're doing is what the initiative check is. So like if you are
I was readying my rapier.
right, so then it would be like an attack action would be your initiative check, or like if you were going to an attack. Then,
Gotcha.
or if you were going to cast a spell, like me, because the last example is that he gives is like, oh, and if you're unable to think of what to do or you're surprised, then it's a flat D20. So what you roll for
Oh.
initiative depends on the
It's kind of like an
action you're
attack. It's
about
like an
to
attack.
take.
It's like an attack check.
Kind of.
Like you
It's-
take an attack roll for your initiative. 'cause
Sure.
you're
We're
going
still
to
learning.
attack.
I'm
Or
still
spell
learning that
check.
initiative mechanic.
if that's
so
what you're going to
wanna-
do first.
Yeah,
But,
or
like,
spell
if
check
you're-
or
Right, but like if you were, so the other examples is, if you're a rogue getting caught pickpocketing,
Yeah.
then like it would be that trickery check. If you
Yeah.
are
Okay.
investigating a thing and
right.
get surprised, then it would be an investigation check. So like, theory, yeah. So
I got you.
that's-
It's
that's
what
how
you were
initiative
doing
works.
at the time.
Correct.
Okay.
Gotcha. I think I was just watching him run.
And the benefit of that would be that then
Come
you
on,
get to
guys.
add your
Correct.
proficiencies to that roll.
Correct.
Got it. Okay, that makes some sense.
And then you can also use the initiative help action. So if we ever need to give, like if someone really needs to go first or
Yeah.
go, then you can use
Okay.
the help action to add a D8 to that
Oh, wow.
person's initiative.
Great.
Okay.
So yours was a 17.
Mhm.
Is that right? So you were readying an attack, so you would
I
get to add
was.
your prime bonus to that, because that's what you add to your attack rolls, right?
Yeah, so it's like a dirty 20.
Great. So, well, you're still next. So,
Yes.
but for clarification for next time, we'll get it right.
No, we won't.
we sure will.
Probably not.
Can't remember if we're able. Are we able to do like any cool things with action points and whatever we have? Like a rapier, like able to do things differently with. Is that maneuvers and stuff, or is it just that you get that?
If you are proficient, there's I think you have a weapon maneuver that could be fist, hammer, pick, crossbow, spear, staff, sword. I guess
This would be
rapier
a
would just be
sword.
sword.
Where is that?
A sword maneuver.
Oh, you have 39.
This one.
So I could spend an extra AP to get +5 bonus on attack check or deal +1 damage. Oh, that are hindered. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I will not be doing. So I have 4 action points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think I have to spend 2 to get there.
Yep. Double move.
And then I will flourish my sword and try to poke it in the big body.
Wizard tank.
Hey, fencing class, man. So that's 1 action
Do
point.
you? It's an important, very important question. Do you cast your spells through your rapier as well?
Ooh.
Like, is that like your arcane focus?
Is arcane focus a thing in this
Yeah,
one?
sure, it is.
Yeah, sure.
I just like the idea of you like using it like a wand as well, like lightning bolts and shit coming out of your sword. We're just gonna say for flavor, we're doing that because
I like it. Let's do it.
Love me some flavor.
Okay, so let's see though. I'm going to
I don't know,
also.
you can cast it like a normal wizard and read it out of a book, or you can shoot spells from a fucking sword. I don't know.
But I've been told. Where did that go? I thought that was 1 AP. Okay, so I'm going to. Mana points are in addition to AP, right? That's a different system.
They are different.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm going to use all 4. So 2 to move, 1 AP to attack, and then I'm going to spend 1 AP on Lightning Blade, and I'm going to spend a mana point to make it last a minute.
Ooh, fantastic.
I don't think I have to actually like roll for that though.
And that adds
Some of them I do have to roll.
+2 damage to your attacks.
To
your lightning
will.
blade. Again, I think it just shows up on your rapier, which is just so much more.
So like lightning, I cast lightning blade on my sword and it kind of like envelops in like lightning energy.
Sweet.
And if I hit it, then it is like encased in lightning. And if it moves or is like forced moved out of its current space, it takes 2 sonic damage.
Okay.
So it's not right away. It's like a delayed effect.
Yeah. Okay, great. Oh,
But
yeah.
But I'm seeing if I have to. Yeah, the
It's a
effect can be
spider. Its
stacked,
pronouns
can be
are
changed to a
and
I'm gonna attack. Yeah, and
Alright.
I don't have to do a spell check for anything. It's just the next. Yeah, so it's going for a minute.
sweet.
Ooh, that was almost a 20, but instead it's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit.
Sick. So that will be 2 piercing damage from the rapier. And then if it moves, it will take sonic damage.
Alrighty.
And then at the end of our turns, it goes bloop, 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 and we have 4 action points. At the end, after
it
we pass.
recharges at the end of your turn.
Cool.
So you have a reaction if you need to.
So it's basically you can act on anyone's turn, but if it gets to your turn, you have 0, then you just pass.
you can spend them however you want, but
Yep.
when it gets back to your turn, if you've spent the ones you just got back, then you have
And you're done.
nothing
And
to do
you
with
just
it.
get 4 at the end of the turn.
You can
and keep
just
going.
have a
Okay.
turn of reactions if you really want to, like opportunity attacks and
Yeah, blue
other
player.
things you can do. Spell duels as well. Count.
Spell duel!
Spell duel!
With my
Which we did
rapier.
wrong on our play test because we were like saying they didn't charge until your beginning
No, yeah,
of the turn.
that was the
But
difference.
the reason is because if an enemy is casting a spell or multiple enemies are casting spells
Yeah.
before you get to go again, and you want to spell
Yeah.
duel them, you have
No,
your
it makes
tank
that makes way more
full,
sense
right?
to have them.
So it was how much damage did you do?
Two.
2.
2 piercing, if it moves, it takes 2 sonic.
And it'll take 2
And that will
damage.
stack. That will continue to stack, is what I believe.
If you keep casting it on him.
If I
keep hitting
for
him.
so for
If
a
you keep hitting
minute,
him.
yeah. If I keep hitting him,
And then he moves. And then okay, great.
and then it'll go.
Julius, you're up.
So he's like surrounded in like lightning energy.
Indeed. Okay, so then.
You see this cloud of lightning and a rapier storm.
Oh. All right, so I'm going to spend 1 to move.
I got you.
Cool.
Just straight.
Yeah, as long as I'm within 5. That's good.
Okay.
And then I'm going
I
to
want you
spend
close to the edge, man.
the rest. I appreciate
Don't
that.
push me because I am close to the edge.
Yep. Just trying not to lose my head, for sure. And then I'm going to spend 1 MP and the rest of my AP to shoot a mind blast at this spider.
That's telekinesis, Kyle.
No. Different than telekinesis.
Mind
yeah.
sliver.
Mind bullets.
Yeah. I'm just going to walk up. Be like,
Sick.
God damn it. Just get like angry at the spider and just be like, "Brr!" And
Banish you.
Fair.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. Like,
Get your 8 legs right with Votor.
yeah. What do we think? Do mind blasts appear?
Here, like yeah,
Did something like?
happen.
Yeah,
just
is it
use your
laser? Yeah, exactly.
Is that what
Do
you
I
do?
just
Those
like
little circular waves, right? Like,
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what do I do?
I like it. Yeah, and I think it's like almost like an air pressure thing, like
Okay, yeah.
there's a slight shimmer in the air, but it's just like a
It's like
wave of invisible sort of
Okay.
mind force.
Yeah, it's got like that bluey kind of angel glow.
yeah,
to it.
slightly glowing beam or
and
it's like
shooting.
it's slightly invisible
blast.
cloud that just
Yeah.
hits it
It's
in
like
its mental
Hadouken.
parts.
Blast-
essentially.
Yeah, great.
That's
From
all it
mind.
is,
Yeah,
A
perfect.
mind Hadouken, but
Uh,
smaller and like
Sure. For now.
yes,
Great. A spell check versus their mental defense.
mental defense.
Yeah, buddy. I don't think you
I don't think you
have to
roll.
roll.
We're smart
Oh.
spiders.
I hope.
Oh right,
hope
just
he's-
whatever their
You're
defense. They
the
don't have to roll
smartest
below it.
spiders.
I hope
How
not.
dare you mind blast us?
Yeah. So what was it? It was against their
Mental
and your
defense.
and your number is what?
16.
Oh yeah, no, theirs is worse than that.
How
Great.
worse? Oh, or
Yeah,
does
'cause
that
it
not
doesn't
matter?
matter.
I
Yeah.
don't know. It does matter.
Well,
Oh, it
yeah,
does
yeah,
matter.
the
Right.
brutal,
Oh,
all
yeah,
that
heavy and
stuff.
brutal.
So you just tell us if it's a
Right.
heavy or
Theirs
brutal
is
hit.
10, so you beat it by 5.
So it'd be a heavy hit.
Heavy hit.
Ooh, so a heavy mental hit.
Heavy mental blast.
Great. What does that mean?
It does an extra damage.
Good
Oh, cool.
things.
Yes.
So then 1 for the hit.
On
and then,
on this one.
Yes.
Okay.
Same
one
one.
for that hit. And then I pumped it up with 2. So that's 3. And then I used more magic. So that's 5. So 6 points.
Dang.
Wait,
Uh,
how does that happen?
So I can spend 1 MP.
I don't know, but it sounds cool.
to
I'm just
ch-
curious.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like
So base damage.
base damage is 1.
Cool.
So then I use the remaining 2 action points
Uh huh.
to get it to 3. Because for each action point, I get a +1 damage to it.
Oh, an action point.
Yeah,
not a,
yeah.
Oh,
So he just like
nice.
dumped his whole
And then
turn.
and then I
moved.
used 1 magic point to
To
get 2
add it.
more action points to add to it. Up to my
Wow.
combat mastery.
Crazy.
Scions
and
is
then-
crazy.
And then science is crazy. And then because
Science rules.
because it was heavy.
Bill,
So, 6
Bill.
points from my mind.
Holy
Dang,
cow.
That's crazy. That spider looks mind blasted to
Mind
F.
fucked to oblivion.
Yeah, so he is not looking good whatsoever.
Does it just screech in
Yeah,
agony?
His little mandibles clack together. And
Okay. I assume that's a good thing.
he loves it. He was like, yay!
more.
More. Yeah, he is looking pretty harrowed at this point. Then Orrin is up.
I imagine you are both like out loud comparing notes. Like, how did you do that? Oh, this.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. Oh, neat trick.
Well, I
Squirrel's
used
not
some
in
extra
session.
action points so I could.
How did you do that again?
Scion bullshit is how he
Yeah,
did it.
I knew. I swear.
I
You're
can-
a scion.
I'm running 4. I have a 4 move speed. Can I get to the
saying that.
spider?
So this one that shot webs at you?
Yeah.
Yes, but this one is going to use a reaction.
That's
to try
fine.
to
But
hit
I was
you.
running, so I'm going to continue running, and I'll tell
Okay.
you. You can do your reaction. I'll tell you what I was doing.
Okay, great. So he's going to try to clash at
Just
you.
got like bit on the thigh, but you're still running.
Yeah. To drag him along.
Wow. All right. Yeah, dirty 20 to hit you.
Yep.
So that is 3 points of damage, and make me a physical save.
You doing all right there? Squirt.
16.
16's enough. You're not poisoned. And you... I'm sorry. I'm doing this wrong. So you should actually take 4 points, with 1 point being poison damage, the rest being like bite damage. But you also saved against a poisoned condition, so you're not poisoned.
Okay.
But you take poison damage. Does that make sense?
Should I mark that specifically?
No. It just if you have if you're a barbarian or something, you would resist
Some damage,
of
but
that.
not the magical.
Yeah, but not the poison damage would go.
Well,
through.
right, but do you have damage reduction
In general?
because of armor and
Yeah,
stuff?
don't you?
Wasn't that a thing?
I have 1 physical damage reduction.
So that's
Or
the physical.
PDR, how we call it.
Yeah, because when we us pros call it PDR. So it's only 2 points of damage for you, and then 1 point of poison.
So
damage.
3 total.
So I might be able to get 2. I might, but let's not go too far back. But I'm just going to give myself 1 point of health back. But possibly last round I could have given myself.
Well, you would have
another-
taken. You would have taken. I forgot the poison damage the first time. So you took 3 points,
Okay.
and it would have been 4 points.
So you
but
took 6
You took the
damage.
right number of damage.
Total?
You're fine.
You're
8
good.
total over 2 attacks, but since you have damage reduction, it'd be 6 total.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
So you're taking 6 damage.
I was
total.
running. So
Yes, you
I'm
were.
going to slam into this thing for
Oh.
2 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
I think it just takes it.
Does he
And
get a
then
save
I'm
on-
going to.
Oh, that's a slam maneuver.
I'm slamming it. Yeah, because I was
Slam.
running into
You have to
that spider.
attack it all? You have to
I
roll
slammed
anything?
it.
It just
Does
slammed
that
it.
cost an action point? I'm assuming.
It
Yeah,
does
yeah, it
cost
does.
an action
It
point.
does.
Great.
So
one,
slammed
two-
it for 2 bludgeoning damage with my shield, and then as I'm just kind of like, I'm still surprised by this thing, but I'm gonna slash at it with my sword, and I'm going to pump
Pump it up.
with something else that helps. A power attack.
Nice.
Okay, pump it up.
Pump that tiger spirit
pump it
up.
Pump it up.
That die is nailing it.
14 plus 4, 18 to hit.
Is that the magic? The one you
No,
chose?
no,
No,
this is the
this
one
is
he
one
chose.
of
This is just his new dice for
I'm about to
character.
go there because I'm
was it?
getting low. 18 total to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So that's
Is it a
2
heavy
plus 3 damage. So 5 total damage
Yes.
to this. So I did 5. You did 6.
Well, not to that one.
I'm just yelling.
No.
Oh, got you.
I don't think he knows what he did.
Oh wait.
No.
So 5 total with the slam.
With the slam, 5
Okay,
total.
Great.
So three with the attack, 2 with the slam.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Technically 2 with the attack, 1 with
I
the
can
power
do math.
attack,
These
and 2
things
with the
have
slam.
like not that many hit points. This is gonna be. But I'm like struggling with math, like basic math. I'm like, wait.
Yeah, we
it's
know.
5?
We've
Yeah.
played with you for 2 years.
You've played with me for a while. We're
Math
doing great. It's
Math
fine.
face is a thing.
Does not compute. All right. That's back to the bad guys. Unless Orrin's
Oh.
doing anything else.
I thought you were my bodyguard. You didn't stay and guard my body?
I didn't think that there would.
You're fine.
I thought we should just run. If we get away from the spiders, we don't need to investigate the ravine.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
they're
totally
investigating our flesh,
Cool.
so...
Great. So these guys are going to just try to attack you all.
Great, I need to
And-
have a reaction ready.
Great. All right. So
We'll
they're
see if he
going
hits,
to. We'll
though.
start with the one on Orrin. He's going to try to attack you twice for 2 bites.
Okay, one thing. Wait. Let me just like try
Yeah.
to do some cool stuff here.
Oh yeah, sure.
Try to be cool,
Bit by a
man.
spider, but whatever you want, man, it's fine.
I'm going to raise my shield again at it, and that reduces the damage against me by the amount equal to my shield's physical defense bonus. So
That's
I
2,
would
right?
reduce the damage by 2 here.
Okay.
With an action point.
Yes, within it, but I have to use my action point.
Okay.
So
Great.
What a loser.
So the first hit hits you with an 18, right? That'll hit you.
that hits me.
And the next one is a 19. So you get 2 hits coming into you. Does that work for both hits or just?
I'm
you
going to
spend
raise my
another one?
shield again.
Okay, great. So then you have 1
yeah.
damage reduction. It's
Plus
4
t-
points. 1 poison. It essentially is irrelevant at that time. By 2, so it's just 2 points.
But I think he reduces again by 2 more with the shield up.
Right. Each one. So it would be 4 total.
So I think he
Sorry,
only takes
it would
the
be
damage.
8. Normally it would be 8.
Total
reduced
damage.
to 6. And then reduced by an additional 4. So 2 points.
He basically just takes the
You took
poison.
1 point from each attack.
Thank God.
You take the poison damage, essentially.
Yes.
No, they hit hard.
I.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. All right. Sweet.
right.
That was that one.
What am I
the one
doing?
on you is same thing. Is going to try to attack you twice.
Bring it, bro.
Whatever. Oh, that was so close to a natural 20.
No, don't
I'm really not
kill
trying to kill
Boy
the wizard.
Wonder.
I'm not trying to kill the boy wizard. You must not harm Harry Potter. Let's see.
House elf just pops out of nowhere.
19. Does that hit you? Yes, it does. You're a
Oof.
wizard.
That's a heavy hit.
That's a heavy hit?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's +1 damage, so
Great.
that's 5 points of damage. Ouch.
Cool.
And then
I have something for this.
the second one's a dirty 20.
I might not have anything
Stop
for
rolling
this.
this.
Sorry.
That's a
I'm
heavy
picking
hit.
different dice.
So I'm down.
That's another 5, yeah.
So I'm at -1.
Okay.
You know you're making me feel bad now too.
You're a great bodyguard.
Am I allowed? Am I allowed
You're the one
to?
who ran away, man.
Am I allowed to
your
act?
charge.
Am I allowed to do an action point in between
Sure, yeah.
before the damage?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do returning shocks.
Okay. That actually might save you.
Yeah, it might.
And
It's
also-
3 lightning damage, but I need to double check if I need to.
And I think-
roll something.
Just to clarify,
Because
also
you can do that as a reaction, right?
Does it have to say reaction?
I think so.
I think so.
you just have to say it out loud.
Returning shock?
Spell duel.
I don't think you can just take an action point in the middle of it. You have to spend them on like reaction items or spells. I think.
So the spell has to say reaction?
I think so.
Okay, then I can't do that.
I don't know because I can look it up.
What does the spell do?
Oh, I mean, I think it has to be a reaction. Yeah, it's a trigger. It says trigger. You are damaged by a creature within range.
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah,
So
absolutely.
then yeah. Okay, I
And
was
that might save your butt.
I was pretty sure I was doing that right. Make a spell check against the target's physical defense.
Okay. So your spell check is your
Additional target.
combat mastery plus your prime
2 spaces
on a d20.
I'm seeing if I can enhance it at all, but I think I can just enhance it to another target.
This
that's
thing's
within
barely
range.
hanging on. You don't have to do much damage to it.
I have to hit it, so we'll see.
Fair.
13.
That's enough.
Yes.
I think you just said its name.
So
And then-
it bites you and it rears back for another one, and you
And
just
I
like
just returning shocks
shocked grasp
with my
yeah.
lightning blade still going. I just kind of shoot it at him right in the
yeah
spider
right
heart.
in his thorax. Right in his spider heart.
Take this in your spider
You know what?
heart.
I don't care for the biological term. Spider heart is where you hit him. Thorax. What is that? We don't know. And that guy
Right
only
in
had
your
one
spider heart.
hit point. Yeah. So as he rears back, and you can like this guy's aiming right for your throat at this point, and you just like hit him with some lightning, and he falls over off to the side, and that spider is dead.
He takes 2 sonic damage on the way down.
And he takes 2, and he like blows
Explodes.
up. He explodes.
Ugh.
We'll say it knocks him off the bridge and back into the hole, and you hear it
That's right, bro.
chitters
Get out
into
of
the-
here with that.
What up, bro? All right. Well,
around
then he
and find
doesn't
out,
kill Ravi.
spider.
That's fun. He doesn't put Ravi
Because that was a trigger. Yeah, I did that right.
Thank-
Yes.
And that
Fortor.
was
Wizard
that was-
tank.
then he didn't get his second attack off and didn't kill you. So now it's your turn, Ravi.
Yeah, I'm not going to get next to the next one. Because my bodyguard screwed up and left me to die.
Didn't we say he could protect himself?
I mean, I was told that at the beginning of this, yes.
We're
He's
gonna
doing
need
a good
long,
job.
We're going to need a long rest after this.
Well, I don't know what that means.
Meta Tony says.
Let's get to the other side of the bridge before taking a nap.
No, right here, right on the bridge.
right on the
Who
bridge.
thought a walk in the woods would turn into this
So
death trap?
horrible.
I'm gonna do the thing and show what's up. I'm gonna throw one of the rocks with catapult.
Nice.
I hope it hits me in the back of the head.
Rock out, bro.
Takes Orrin out.
Rocking out.
I
This
can't.
is what I get for being a terrible bodyguard.
This is what I get for lying.
I'm not. I didn't.
I didn't move.
You don't know.
I took 2 AP 1. Oh, 1.
No, no, doesn't mean you didn't.
So we can keep track that this guy is a large creature. We'll replace it with a large spider. Because apparently this one is on a
Yeah.
small base. It should be on a big one. But-
Jeez, this dice is like your dice. That's a 23 to hit.
Dang. Yeah, that'll hit him.
Me or
Um,
the spider?
The spider.
Who were you aiming at?
The spider.
You're aiming at Orrin. You son of a bitch. Get back here, bitch.
You get back here and protect me.
You always go first.
That is 3 bludgeoning damage with
3.
with the Brock.
All right. This one also looks at death's door, but not in the terms of this game. He's not at death's door yet.
I
He's
will-
very injured.
Move up there.
All right.
And then as my last action point, and then I will regain my 4 and be done.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great. Julius, you're up.
Cool. I would like to look at both my friends and be like, I wish there was something I could do to help them.
Do something, Steve.
I will, but which of you guys looks worse off health-wise?
About the same.
Yeah.
Oh, technically.
They've both been attacked by a spider and
Yeah.
bitten pretty hard.
I would argue that you saw me just like, I don't know, just
You
take
blasted
all of
a
it,
spider
whereas he
off.
has like a shield to help him, and you could, I don't know, I would imagine you saw that
I'm
he.
fine, Julius.
Yeah,
There.
the attack on him probably looked worse.
He looks more gnarly.
Yeah, like-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was
that's
at
what I
least
was
like
trying to say.
defending himself.
Save the boy.
The boy wizard, he's our only hope. I understand. All right, so then
Get him to the Oracle.
As you fall off.
As you just run and jump off.
There's a net. You can land.
He's like a
I
dragon.
just hear the Mario sound like "Twing," and then boop, 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 boop.
Was that what the dragon paladins did? They just go running like overboard onto ships and stuff. But
Those dudes went ham on those swaggin.
Yes, they did.
They were like fireball.
And they also like took him up into the sky
Yeah,
too,
they were
didn't
like,
he? He just like grabbed 2
Yeah,
of
he
them and just
grabbed
left.
these dudes in headlocks and just like took off to the crow's nest.
all right, so I'm gonna.
It was badass. It was
We should go
super
back and
cool.
watch that episode after.
Move next to Ravi, and I'm gonna reach out and
That's
just
the
lay
A plot. This is the
just
B plot.
a comforting hand on Ravi's
Oh.
shoulder.
Look at that.
That's Ravi.
Yeah, I know, but I can't. I'm not.
I know. I got it.
Don't do it. Don't reach into my shot.
And it's like, and you
Oh,
get
it feels very blue. Divination feeling.
one
that
hit
blue?
point, 1 hit point back.
Ooh.
Like, felt like that was gonna be better. Oh well. Mind blast with the other 2 points on the
Hey
spider.
man, it
Is
feels
that
good.
like a celestial thing?
yeah,
you did?
Yeah, like
Nice.
once per combat,
that-
I can restore some hit points
Is that celestial?
with my touch.
Tastes like
But like
Feathers.
I
depending
don't
how I
really think
roll,
that's divination. I think
Sweet
that's your
ambrosia.
celestial thing.
depending on how I
Okay.
roll, it can go better.
it can
Yeah.
go well or poorly. depending.
Yeah.
It will
that
always
was-
give 1, but if you roll
Yeah.
well, I
Okay.
kind of like that mechanic.
Yeah. It's supposed to give 2, but I failed.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yep. There you go.
Spell check against
Four-
against yourself.
14.
You
Yeah,
just
14
played
against
yourself.
their mental defense.
14. Yeah, mental defense. Absolutely.
Is that enough
They're dumb-
for a
they're big dumb
heavy
spiders.
hit?
It is not enough for heavy hit.
Okay, great. 2 points of the psychic damage.
All right. 2 points. That's enough to kill that one. And that spider keels over as well. Right in front of Orrin.
Yeah,
and,
so I would like to think that
Zacchaeus.
like the mind blast, like the wavery powers just kind of like go through Orrin and like get to the spider, and then it just like
Shrieks to like
just kind of like
shrivels.
collapses in front of itself.
Just as my sword whiffs because it's no longer there.
Right?
Correct. Liquefied spider brains. I punch it right in the spider balls.
Sick.
right in the spider heart and the spider balls.
Very nice.
Our spider anatomy is on point.
Seriously, we're good at nature.
Anatomy.
I thought you were both right behind me. Let's not stick around. I thought we were running together. Was that not the plan?
What?
Do I have to
what
say
are
it
we
out
doing?
loud? I thought I did say it out loud, but I don't even
Did
know if I have
stutter?
to.
Who just goes running across like
Bridges,
like
webs.
this,
I told you
man?
they look like webs.
But why are we sticking
I
around
told you.
then?
Why are
We're
we
not.
having
Let's go.
after you?
I run.
No, Bradley got us in trouble last time.
No, let him go. Better him than us.
All right. You guys,
we finished crushing the bridge, unless it collapses or something.
unless it collapses. Well, just so happens.
Yeah,
no, it doesn't.
don't give him ideas.
Yeah, so you guys make it
And
across the
campaign's
bridge.
over.
And you are
really hurt.
Yeah, you're not looking so good, man.
No.
Hey,
Oh, look, is that a stash of healing
you should eat
potions
one
over
of those
there?
mushrooms.
I ran right into that spider.
You
Yeah.
did.
yeah.
Very brave.
There is actually on the other side. You see now inside. There's a little ruined building off to the side, and there looks like there's a small box, like a chest, sitting in the corner of this building. Where we'll use this conveniently placed bell for some reason, as
course.
you see a small chest sitting there in the sort of.
That's
covered
probably a
with
trap.
leaves
Let's
and
keep going.
Yeah. I'm curious how tall, or like now that we can see. Well, can we see overhead? Can we see the sky? Is the sun still out?
Since
is
it is
getting on
lighter
until evening?
over here, didn't you say the?
Yeah, it's a little thinner on this side of the gorge. You can see a little bit of sunlight.
Well, I meant like directly
Filtering
above
down.
it. Or are the trees like still overhanging and overcovered the gorge?
It's still pretty dense
Okay, cool.
forest.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
like it's not a straight shot. The branches do seem to cross over the
Cool.
ravine as well, but it is filter. It's getting thinner this way. You can see that there's.
Well, I think
it
we're
is
going the
daylight,
right way.
probably, but yeah. What are you guys doing? There's more forest ahead of you. There's a small shelter with a
Box.
chest. or
Is
something.
there a roof?
Yeah, there's like a little outcropping with like the remains of what was some kind of stone roof or buttress or something. But it looks like it could be a little sheltered area.
Nap.
Yeah,
Not-
well, like
Pretty close to the spiders still.
You're not wrong.
also true.
there
Well,
could
yeah, I
be
guess
more.
check out
Only
the
2 came out.
It's true.
box, and then also, yeah, I mean, if at some point if we're gonna have to sleep in this forest, this thing with the roof seems like a good place to sleep. But
That's
I'm
kind of
not
what I was thinking because I don't have any gear on me. I don't have my sleeping bag.
opposed
We
to.
can we make a barricade in this shelter a little bit?
Are you
Like, close it, if you will.
yeah? Are you heading in,
Take your
or
two
are
rocks.
you just like glancing at it from where you are?
I don't think I'd be doing
Going
the
in to check it out?
investigating.
I'll go in.
I'd have my front. I'd be looking back toward the bridge.
Okay.
I'll go poke
Try and-
around in
All right.
there.
So Julius, as you
With my
come
nunchucks out.
inside, nunchucks out. What's up? You know, like SWAT style, like door check the points. Yeah.
I mean, I haven't
so you
either.
step
but you
inside,
haven't been adventuring much, have you?
What gave it away?
where did I
man?
put
thought
you?
this is how
There
we're
you
supposed
are.
to.
Julius. So Julius, as you step inside this building, sort of over the ruins, you see this chest is seems to be it is heavy. It seems like there's something inside of it.
Okay. Is there anything else in these ruins, or there's just like the
It
chest
doesn't
look
more like leaves and sort of lichen and
okay?
stuff spread around on the floor.
I will attempt to open it with my mind. I mean, I can open objects that are like less than 5 pounds.
Yeah, you could probably. You might be able to lift the lid, I guess.
Yeah, that's all I'm trying to do is lift the lid.
Okay.
From a distance, though.
How far away are you?
Put
Put yourself where you'd like to be.
Yeah, great. I don't know, like
Yeah, I guess
Here?
distance is probably a good idea to.
Okay.
we're just playing around.
Great.
Good.
Open up the chest. You see inside
Fireball.
what
Yeah.
looks like food and what looks like 3 or 4 little bottles of silvery reddish liquid inside. As you are noticing, they look like potions of some kind, and you see some like flat triangular shaped bread wrapped in leaves. You see a small like roasted piece of meat of some kind. As you notice this, you see from the floor through the black a something springs up as soon as you open up the chest. And in this 3x3 area, including where you are caught in a net and dragged upwards
Oh
about
gosh!
15 feet.
Oh,
At that exact moment, from behind you, from around some of these trees and around,
From towards behind
you guys see several figures show up. They have
Oh god!
various magics and arrow. They have mostly bows, but some of them are brandishing magic. They all seem to be elves. They sort of pop up. You are now grappled and restrained in the in your net, in this net bag that was sort of trapped here. And you see these 4 elves pop out of the underbrush. And they say, Well, it seems we've caught ourselves some spies of the Shadow King. Look at what we've drug in today, sister. And the one with the purple hair who's like brandishing these like pink flames and sort of aiming them at you says, we'll have to take them back to camp, I suppose. Dead or alive is what the Oracle said.